Hi, so this is a video tutorial on extracting a GraphQL based server and extracting useful information from it. And basically we're doing a black box testing of a GraphQL server. So this is what a query looks like, or the parameter query looks like. So we have GraphQL question query equals, and then to start with we can just get this dump the database schema query, and if we have access we will be dumped with the database schema of this GraphQL server, and indeed we do. So this is what the schema of the database looks like. And to start with, so the first thing that to start with we should go to the fields, and first of all anything that matches this schema, the kind, name, description and field is basically what we can query. So we should mainly be looking for anything that is similar to this and have focus on. And the top most important of the among them is this first one, which have name of query. So this is what these are all the fields we can query on. So we can query on basically or a node, we can query on user and user. So these should be available. I will show you later how we can search how to query these. So this user is basically, you can see, really interesting. So in the user we can go to its type, and user is of type users connection, of type user connection. So we will go into detail about that. Then we can query on bug, and let's see, bug is of also type bug connection. And there are more: find user, find bug, all users, all bug. Let's just take one of them and we will give the example of that. So the arguments again are before after, and it's all bugs is also of type bugs connection. Alright, so these are what we can query. So now this is no more useful to us. So what is a connection? First we will be understanding that. So connection, as you can see, there is users connection and there is bugs connection. So from GraphQL documentation, so a connection is used when you want to do pagination, and this is what they have to tell about connections. So as you can just read off this, and the cursor based pagination is most efficient, so connections are used when you need to link and to or to paginate uh, something. All right, so there won't be any use. There will be a users table and a connect and a bugs table. What we can derive from this connection is just a keyword that the GraphQL uses just to tell that this user will have pagination. So we will start with users table. So we can put it here and search for this. So as you can see, there is kind and name like in here, but no description. So this is not what we are looking for. We need exact same replica of these keys to find the table definition. And this is it. So there is a users table here, and there's absolute match. So let's see what it has to offer. So in users we have ID, as you can see here, we have ID, we have username, nothing interesting in there, and then we have bugs, yeah. And inside bugs, as you can see, there are these arguments, and whenever there are these before and after argument, that means that this should be of a type connection. As you can see here, it is of a type connection. So there is a bugs underscore connection too, which this bugs belong to, and as I showed you, if there is a connection there should be a table of bugs underscore name. So we will be searching for a table named bugs underscore which matches this key. So this is it. So bugs underscore is linked to user bugs and it has ID for us, reporter ID, text private reporter. That's it. So this is what a user looks like. So we can query this now before going to any other. So to query this now, we'll start with this. So we have a user and user is of type user connection, and anything which is of connection type has to follow this syntax where we first have to write edges then a node. So in user, all of the user table, we need to find edges and node, and then we can query id and username in that. Id and username, and we have it. Alright, great. So next is bugs inside that. So we can query bugs, and bugs, as it says here also, it's a connection. So, and just like I said that to query a connection we need to have edges and node, then we can query a connection, and bugs inside here have id, there is text, and there is private, and this queries this and we get the flag in here. So this is how we query something.